Everybody, and welcome to episode 7, Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. My name is Deb's Destiny on Ravelry.com. I've actually started a Deb's Destiny on Facebook too, but most of our stuff is going to be here on Ravelry. And this is Sheila.
Hi, I'm also known as Blue Yarn Always on Ravelry, and that is the only location.
And, of course, you found us on Never Cast Off Podcast. So here we are. It's Saturday.
It's
March.
It's winter chicken dinner day.
And it's like March 13th, 14th, 15th.
It's March 14th. It's Saturday.
There you go.
Saturday, March 14th.
Absolutely. So I think we should start out with some shout outs. We have quite a few today, and welcome to everybody who's joined us. We love to see our numbers grow, and it's so exciting to have so many new folks with us.
And it's nice to know where you're all located and what your craft of choice is. So we have a few. We're going to say hi to Liz in Michigan, who's an alpaca rancher. We have Pam in California.
Hi, Pam.
Rachel in Michigan.
Hi, Rachel.
Lisa in New York.
Hi, Lisa.
Mary in Texas.
Hi, Mary.
We have Tammy in Ohio.
Hi, Tammy.
Trish in London, Ontario.
Hi, Trish.
We have Tammy in North Carolina.
Hi, Tammy.
Tracy in Virginia.
Hi, Tracy.
Tracy in Virginia.
Tracy in Virginia.
And we have Kathy in Massachusetts.
Hi,
with
Kathy.
more to come.
Okay, so our escapees. Do you want to go first?
You can.
Okay.
You can. You can go first.
So we've been doing a knit along, and I've finished mine. Hope you finished yours.
Is there a deadline?
No deadline.
No deadline. Okay.
This one, it's she's moving over, so I don't.
I'm moving back.
So
I don't get
funny.
clobbered.
This is the Harrison. It's one of my designs. I made some alterations on this one. This one's longer than the pattern called for, and in the thread I'll put all of the different changes that I did to the pattern. And I'm actually thinking about changing the pattern up so you can have like an alternate longer one. I saw somebody who had tested my pattern, did like a couple extra rows to it. I'm like, ooh, that looks nice longer. Let me try one. So I did. And it goes in the front, and you just use a little thingy to, what is that?
Shawl pin?
Yeah,
Shawl
a shawl pin. There you go. So that one is my first escapee. And I ended up realizing that if I had the help of some finishers.
We have a finisher in the family.
We do.
Yes.
So
she loves to finish our projects after they're escape the needles.
She's wonderful.
Yes.
So this one right here I was using with 3 strands, and it just took me forever to finish. And so the finisher, actually finished it for me. So it's actually done.
Cute.
And this is for my nephew.
Hold that up here.
It's for my nephew, and it's a super chunky jacket. Designed by Luis is the name of the designer, and I'll put all of that in the show notes. And so his birthday was in January. Yes, this is March. So I'm seeing him tomorrow. He doesn't know it's ready, so that's going to be fun. And then should be, oh, my Eden Prairie's done. Look at that. Oh, God.
Here you go.
Oh,
Hold the side.
I love it.
Pull it up. See all the diamonds. Lovely.
Yes. So finally, I've finished it. It ended up in a timeout a little bit while somebody was getting more yarn, and but so it's finally out of timeout.
Our team project is done.
It's done, and I love this pattern. And where is it? There we go. It's really cool because actually this is off center. When it's centered correctly, it does something a little bit different. It's not working for me.
As you can see, I have my back on my shoulder so you could see my diamonds. And how are you going to wear your diamonds?
I'm trying to wear it like centered so you can see how cool it is. Yeah,
There you go.
There you go. So it's off. Keep pulling the wrong one. It's still not used to. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to call it a day. I love my Eden Prairie shawl. It was so much fun to knit on. And I'm so excited I get to wear it now. This one right here was a test knit. It's called the Pinata Cowl. And it's by Shannon O'Neill. And this one I finished this week too. And so that's the test knit. And it has a really kind of unique little stitch to it. And it looks like
what's the color?
Seed stitch or something? Not seed stitch. Where's my mind? I don't know.
What's the color on
but
that?
it's really kind of cool. This one,
Fuchsia?
yeah, it's like a fuchsia.
Is it?
I don't think that's the name
color's nice.
of what the designer or the yarn designer called it, but you can see the cool stitch that's on there. And it really was a very quick knit, and it was really easy. And I love how it's just 4 rows and it just curls right there. I was very, very happy to test knit for Shannon. Okay, so that one, and that's my escapees.
That's your escapees. Oh, now we match. We match.
We do match, don't
Our
we?
team project is
It's
done.
complete.
That's cool.
Okay.
So
we have a little bit of surprise later in regards for our next
giveaway.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about that at the end because we can. Okay.
It's a double giveaway because we made a team effort.
Yep.
And the designer
is amazing.
Yes. Nancy
Whitman.
Nancy Whitman. She's
very kind lady.
I believe
very
she has
kind.
a group on Ravelry, and
she does.
She has
it's
more than this pattern. She's designed.
Whitnits, Whatnots, and we're gonna put the magic link on our page so you can find her. She's so nice. She really is. Anyways,
my escapees.
Yes.
I believe I have 2. The first one is...
No way I have more than you.
I know.
That's rare.
The first one is... hold up the label. The Opal Socks. I'm losing my shaw pin. Just came out.
Her fancy schmancy shopping.
My fancy schmancy shaw pin.
Whoa!
These are the socks.
Are those for me?
And of course, I don't have any sock blockers. Technically, I wanted to wear them the other day, but I didn't. But yes, toe up, 64, sweet tomato heel, and ribbing is, I think I did 3x2 on the ribbing for these. But yeah, this is my first pair of socks out of Opal yarn. And my feet need to be in them.
Now, are you going to do the thing where you get the mannequin foot to put them in?
No,
Okay.
I don't do that. I don't block my socks. I wear.
She just says no.
I knit them to wear them, and as soon as they come off the needles, I go on my feet. But I didn't do that this time.
So they haven't been stretched, so they're still clean.
Yes.
She wanted to make sure that they weren't stinky for today's podcast. Thank you, Sheila.
And as we're skipping ahead for the satellite store, I just want to say, new to the satellite store.
Ooh.
What was that movie where there was that gel head? I think it was an alien or something. But anyway, I have myself.
I didn't see that one.
So much for Harry the head. He's gone. Now we have a glass head. Let's see here.
Yeah, we have an error message on our computer.
There we go.
We're good.
So, as we're skipping ahead to the satellite store, and of course I haven't stuffed it, but this is the other escapee because, of course, I only had 2 this week. And cute. This is the Long Beanie by Woolly Wormhead. Nice. And it is made out of Rowan plaid. And it's on my project page also. But it's very quick knit. I think it's a day and a half.
She's an overachiever.
No, not really. But I don't know. I guess when you find that one pattern that you really, really, really like, and it goes by really, really fast, you're kind of like, oh, I can achieve something and get something done. I'm losing everything here.
She's losing it.
And that would be my escapees for 2 weeks, which is pretty sad.
It's okay. I helped you out.
Yeah.
It's okay. Sometimes you cast off a lot, and sometimes you cast on a lot, and it's just how it is.
Yeah.
No pressure.
But yeah, that would be that's it for my escapees.
So next is hanging on the wire.
Oh
Now,
Lord. Hanging on the wire. Okay.
we have some test nets going on, and with the test nets, you're not supposed to say too much. So really quick. Whoa! I'm doing a fingerless glove. Okay.
Wow, I didn't even see that. My head was turned. Could you do that
I
again?
know. Whoa. Okay. So what's yours? Let's see your test net.
Oh, yeah, I'm in test knitting mode too, which I'm gonna.
Okay.
I think I need a meeting.
Whoa, it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
it's really cool right here.
when they say that you die for your stash, can I just say that I went into the satellite store, and maybe about 9 years ago, I bought this. I have like 8 skeins of it. It's merino silk.
It's very nice.
So this test knit came along, and I thought, oh my gosh, that might be nice because it's going to take a lot of yarn, and I didn't want to make a purchase for something that I'm not sure if I'm going to like. But yeah, ice yarns. That's pretty old.
So just in case you're brand new and haven't heard yet, our satellite store does not mean we have anything for sale. That's just what we call our closet, or in Sheila's case, room of yarn that we have for our personal use.
Yes. I also have another thing that I'm test knitting.
Oh.
That's about it. Hopefully it'll be
No.
done by the next episode.
Now,
And
Oh.
I'm going to try to stay away from test knitting.
this one right here was a test knit, but the designer told me it was okay to talk about it on the podcast. So once the designer says you can talk about it, that's when we'll talk about it. So, and this was my first, the first one I ever committed to as a test knit. And oh my goodness, I see what you do, why you love test nets. They're so much fun. And our favorite place where you'll see us stalking is the testing pool.
Yes.
There's another one out there. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't either, but I need to stay away from those groups for a while because the testing is taking away from my other projects that I want to do. It's like they're taking cuts.
Well,
You know?
yeah, they have deadlines, so you have
Yeah,
like
meet the deadlines
you
of
have
the
to have it
designer.
done by. And I've never worked on a deadline with my knitting before, so it's a little bit different.
Not if you have 17 things cooking.
Well, I had like 27, so I'm down to about 15. But now that I cast that off, it could be 14.
Wow, that's really good.
Well,
That is really good.
Well, I know we're not to frog ponds yet, but I have stuff to talk about there.
The frog. Okay.
I'm still working on the Intralock scarf.
hanging on the wire. Oh,
The last time I showed it, I haven't really accomplished much with it. And I'm thinking it's not going to be so much a scarf. It might be something a little bit bigger because it's bigger. I didn't use the size of needles that the pattern called for. I used the size of needles that the yarn called for. And so it's bigger. Okay. I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do is, this might be a little bit long for
It's
a
pretty.
scarf. It is pretty. I love it.
Reminds me of checkerboard.
It does. Yeah. So, and
It's
it's
nice.
all different textures in there.
You got fun fur and the red.
It
Metallic and the
it
gray.
Was, I don't. I'm pretty sure I have. Well,
Wow, that's the bag, huh?
that's the bag. Okay, so this is the bag. I had a red skein of yarn, and it was, here's the red skein. So it had all sorts of cool. You can see.
Wow, that does show nice.
Yeah, it has all sorts of different types of red textures in there.
You got fun
So-
fur in there too, huh?
Yeah, but it's not like fun fur that you get at like a Joann's. It's a
Right.
yarn store.
So it's the luxurious fun fur.
Yes.
Got it.
So, is this one it? Nope. It'd be like, nope, not that one. Nope, not that one. Nope. Nope, not that one. Nope. Oh no, it was a lot more than that. So I'm gonna find out what the name of the yarn was, and I will put it in the show notes.
Oh, I
And-
have one more thing on the wire,
Oh,
which I'm only showing once a month. Oh, you got something else too.
yeah, this
Look
one.
at you. Go ahead. Go ahead, I'm looking at you. Looking at you.
The kimono jacket from Plymouth Yarn. It's a Ravelry paid pattern. It's this is the sleeve. Yeah, I got a little bit to go yet. I don't know how long I'm gonna make the sleeve. I am so tempted just to do like some yarn overs to make like the elongated pattern on it, just to make it go faster. But I'm
It'll
not
be
gonna.
airy.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, it's alpaca. It's gonna be very warm. It's okay if it's a little airy if it's
There you go,
alpaca.
then.
But I'm not ready to do that yet.
No.
Okay.
Okay, this is my long-term project, which I'm only going to show once a month, so this is the last time this month. You will get a peek of the leftover cowl. And I've decided that Sundays is cowl day. No other, because otherwise I will just not get this done. Because I have to pay attention and I just dropped some stitches. Terrible.
Oh, we
Okay.
might have to have a little bit of a pause there for drop stitches.
Nope.
Ooh,
I didn't
ooh.
put any blocks on
Ooh.
any ends. So this cowl is for my daughter, which she will get this holiday season, so I have time. But as of right now, I am currently 2 motifs in. I'm starting on the 3rd motif, which is the purple and the pink. And of course, I have a bag full of Knit Picks palette. I think 23 different colors. But this is the Sunday knit. I have decided. Otherwise, I will just not get it done. So on Sunday, this is the only thing that gets knitted on. And I also have another thing on the wires, but I'll wait till the
Later.
segment comes up to show some progress.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about today.
Yeah, so you might want to get yourself a little drink, sit back, maybe adjust yourself in your chair.
Yeah, we're not going to say coffee or what your beverage of choice is. You get to choose.
Yes.
So Frog Pond. Somebody was like, oh dear goodness, how can you have 27 projects? I would go just nuts. I can't handle that. How can you do it? And I felt so much stress. I'm just kidding about about
That
it.
person sounds severely distressed.
I know she does, doesn't she? So I went through my projects and I'm like, you know what? You're kind of right. So I looked through my project list. I'm like, all I have is a swatch on that. How can I say that that's a project? So I had like 2 that were only in the swatch phase that I never even cast off. So I just whatever, put them with my regular stash. So those are off the list. And then I had between like 4 and 6 other projects that I'm never gonna finish them, so they're just off the list and just unstrung and just they're gone. So now I'm down to about 15 projects, but I just cast one off and I can't remember if I counted before or after.
But I've seen your needle bag, so that's proof that you have less projects because you have more needles in your bag.
Oh yeah.
You want to show your needle bag?
Oh.
Do you want to see the needle bag? Before the slots were empty, collecting dust. But look, there's needles on both sides.
Ooh. And I have like 5 pair of 13 needles.
That must be your favorite. 13?
Actually, like 10 and 11s squares. They're really easy on the hands. But I ended up getting the test net that I'm working on. I'm working on 2s. Well, 2.5s were just way too big, so I had to go down to 2s. And having 5 pair of 13 needles, it's just different. But I actually am finding that I really like the 2s. The 2s are nice.
I use 2s to make socks.
Yeah. So then the pattern called to go up to size 4. So I don't like the 4s as much as the 2s. I don't know. Maybe it's just that brand. I don't know.
Could be.
Something. But it's the same brand between the 2s and the 4s. How different can it be? But apparently very much. So yes, frog pond. Anything else for you for the frog pond?
I did. I frogged Nymphalidia. Here it is.
Ooh.
I ripped back as much as I could, and I threw the rest in the garbage. Oh my gosh, you can't even see how thin this stuff is. It reminds me of it reminds me of embroidery floss. So if I haven't touched it in 3 or 4 weeks, then apparently I'm not interested. So then it needs to go back and sit and
I have some
do
that are
something
in,
else.
I have some that are in timeout because
I'm done.
my gauge has changed so much that I have to re-gauge it and start it over.
Oh, that's depressing.
It's
That's
not that
depressing.
far. It's only like this much with chunky yarn. I mean, please.
That
But
is
I
not good.
just have to redo that. So next is getting our knitting on. I already talked about the pinata cowl.
Getting our knitting on.
And then I also showed as much as I can for the other test knit for gloves. Do you have anything that you've just cast on?
No.
Wow.
I have absolutely nothing.
She just doesn't she has got like a quota. She's got to
It's got to be 7 or less.
Yeah.
I prefer 5 or less. Right now, I believe I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm at 6.
Yeah, so she
6.
you started that test knit.
I did.
This week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta stay away from test knitting.
I'm not signing up for another one until I finish this one. And I
have to
know I
stay
have
away.
to the end of the month, so I know I have sufficient enough time. But I don't want to start another one until I finish those.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so new to the satellite store. I had this on layaway.
Ooh, pretty.
Yes, it's purple.
Nice.
Yes, it's hand dyed and Prezioso. It's 70% alpaca and 30% silk.
Wow, 872 yards?
Yep,
That's a lot. What are you making with that, Shaw?
probably,
It's pretty.
but I don't have an idea for it yet. And this one was a little bit it's lace weight yarn, and I just want to do something very special with this one. So I don't know what I want to do with it yet. So it's so squishy. But I've been wanting to work on alpaca silk blend, so I'm just really excited about this.
Nice.
Look at the price. See, that was a little
Wow.
bit more. But it's yeah. Then I got me some zeros. So I can try magic loop.
Oh, yeah, magic loop for the socks.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to try socks.
There's no way you can do 2 at a time with those little short cords. 12-inch cords? Or no,
Yeah.
that's shorter than that, ain't it? 12 inch? Oh, zeros, yeah. So
Okay,
one at a
so
time?
maybe not magic loop. That's okay. So,
But you have 2 needles, so you can do 1 sock in each one. Do a little bit on this one.
Yeah.
I do mine tandem, so I don't have one done and then I'm waiting for another one. I'll work one sock until I get to the heel, and then I'll start the other sock. Do both heels at the same time, and then it's the race for the heel. I mean, the race for the cup. You know, the cuff.
the one that I'm working on for the gloves, I was almost thinking that I should cast on and just do the cuff part just so that it's started.
Mhm.
But I,
Do you like doing ribbing? Because you got to do ribbing for socks.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how much I can't talk too much about that. I also ended up getting some needles. I have 2.5 in carbons.
I love carbons.
These were,
Let's see.
they were actually a little bit harder to work on.
US 2.5.
2.5.
Yep, US 2.5.
And then this one is a 2 in Chiagu.
Chiagu?
Yeah. Those were easier to work on than the carbons because it was
Yep.
pointier.
Chiagu.
And then I have 4s in the Chiagu.
Chiagu's 2.75.
Okay.
So
So-
Debbie prefers the Chiagus, which she said
They
the
were
point.
pointier. And so, like the yarn when you're working on
You can
that's
see on
small.
here, look how much pointier.
Yeah, when you were trying to get under the yarn in that, using the carbons, it would separate the yarn. It was a little bit harder. The 4s, I think I have a 4 spare somewhere in there. I don't see it, so I'm not going to pull it out. Where did my project go? There it is. So these are 4s here, but I'm finding that
Chiagu.
ones that are 4s are not as pointy as the 2s. So that kind of blew that idea. So I don't know what I want or like or whatnot. So
That's the satellite store.
and then I got
Ooh,
some Barocco folio to go. Oh boy, the initial one that I had picked to go to complement the other one, I didn't like it. It didn't match the yarn well, so I picked out this one because this one was. Okay, I'm using a sock yarn. And so this one is right here. Yeah, you can see it. This sock yarn, it's merino wool and nylon. And the original yarn that I had picked to complement it, it didn't match it very well. So when I went to the yarn store, I ended up picking out one that was 65% alpaca and 35% rayon, and it matches it better than the cotton did, which of course that's normal, but I thought, well, if it's a test knit, let me just go ahead and get something that's matching nicely in my stash. That's all I had that was complementing well, so I had to go get more yarn, darn it. Okay, that's about it for me.
What was that? New to the satellite store?
Yeah.
Well, I already showed the glass head. And
Frank. That one's gonna be Frank. No, I'm kidding.
Frank?
I don't know.
That could be Gus
We
the
could
glass
call
head.
him. Could call him Billy. We could just keep calling him different names.
Billy. Billy.
Billy.
On the D-Stash on Ravelry, I received in 3 bobbins for my Louette S10. And I was so excited to get these. Now I can
Spin away.
spin more.
Okay, so if you have too many,
Spin more.
or if you're getting rid of some, PM Sheila. She wants to know. and she's looking for a good deal. She's a good deal hunter, and she will find a good deal.
Yeah, I love the Ravelry D-Stash. I get a lot of good
You do.
stuff on there
I think
from
all those knit picks are from.
the other ladies. Yeah, that's all from D-Stash too.
You know what?
Yeah.
We need to do some more shout-outs.
We do.
Oh wait, did you finish?
I did. That's all I have besides
Okay.
the glass head. Oh my God, it reminds me of that movie from Alien. It's heavy too. But yeah, I love this head. This is the new display head. Okay. Oh. So we have some more shout outs.
We do.
Let's see. We have Monica in
Hi,
Michigan,
Monica.
Stephanie in Germany,
Hi, Stephanie.
Renee in Kentucky.
Hi, Renee.
I hope that snow is melted for you.
Yes.
Yes. Marie in North Carolina.
Hi, Marie.
We have Andrea in Ontario.
Hi, Andrea.
We have Kim in Arkansas.
Hi, Kim.
And we have Kathy, who is
Hi, Kathy.
K Heart Quilt, and Sumkit, Sumik in
Hi
Illinois.
there.
Tracy in Ontario.
Hi, Tracy.
Elizabeth in Michigan.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Janice in Ontario.
Hi, Janice.
We have Joanne.
Hi,
Joanne in Southern
Joni.
Joni in Southern Alberta. Can't read my writing.
Ooh.
Lisa in Lansing.
Hi, Lisa.
And let's see. I think that covers all 23 of the shout outs.
She'll probably review it and just make sure that she didn't forget any, and we might have a random shout out throughout just in case she forgot one. Nope, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that would be
Okay.
it. And thank you for all putting
Thank
in there
you. Oh
and
my
saying
goodness.
hello. And
Yes. That's
'cause-
just amazing. Invite your friends. Just because. Okay. Chicken.
Winner chicken dinner.
Yeah.
What do we got?
Oh.
Okay, we have this skein of, the color is 5649. We're looking
Not
at
5649.
Is that your favorite color, 5649?
Absolutely.
Fabulous. 437 yards. Yeah. And the color is pretty true on it. I mean, it's
Pretty close.
yeah, pretty close.
Okay,
So
so
we're gonna
we
get
have a random generator
a random number generator. So we're gonna go from
And
2.
to 87.
We had 87 posts.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Wait, let me.
Drum roll. 2 through 87. There.
See
you
if
gotta
I can do.
Scoot up. Generate results.
21.
21 is Try Linda. And she likes you too. Oh, I like you too. She is from Pennsylvania. So, Linda, you need to PM me your mailing address so I can get that out in the mail for you.
And
And
just give like 2 business days from when you send it, and then we'll be able to get it out. But definitely, let's say by the 10th of April, or wait, today's the 14th. The 14th of April, let us know,
Oops.
and that's the deadline.
There
the
you go.
14th of April. So definitely, just PM Sheila, and we'll go ahead and get that out to you. And congratulations.
Yes.
And I do have to say, the most interesting one was N. Bass, who mentioned that
her dog yodels.
she yodels and her dog loves it.
That's her favorite group or duo. Her and her dog yodeling.
Well, actually, she did put another one, but that's all that I
Did she?
remember. Yeah, doing it the exact quote on that one, it was just priceless. I marked that one as educational.
And it's too bad we don't have 85 skeins, because that would have been lovely to send out 85 skeins, although it would have costed a fortune. But as Deb said earlier, it's winner chicken dinner. We have another giveaway, and it's
But we're
it's a-
gonna talk about that in a few. Wait,
I
no,
know.
you wanted to.
nope.
Okay.
That's the teaser.
Okay.
There's another giveaway.
There
It's
is.
a team. It's a double trouble team giveaway, something along those lines.
Okay. So next we're gonna talk about a test knit going on. Now.
Test knit.
Mm-hmm. Ink blot. It got the name because what happened is a pen exploded in the bag. So I called it ink blot. Okay, so we have a friend at the local yarn store who actually did a test knit for me. So I don't recall her Ravelry name.
M. Grot.
Jerdot or
Oh, let me because I do have the thread open right here because we just did
okay. So I was just gonna call her Sharon. Is that okay? Okay. So Sharon sent this one, and she blocked it a little bit different than mine. When I blocked mine, I just pulled it straight out and did it in a circle. She seemed to just have blocked it a little bit lighter, but it's so pretty. I am so amazed how beautiful everybody's different projects are coming out. And let's see, there's like I also put it in the testing pool. So I have I have 3 in there who are testing. And it's just, their stuff is coming out absolutely gorgeous. And it's so cool to see others duplicating the work. It's my first test net, so I'm just really excited about it. But this is Sharon's, and
it's pretty.
It's beautiful. She picked some gorgeous yarn.
Was it Lodge? Barocco Lodge?
I think so. That sounds right.
I think it was Barocco Lodge from the tag.
Yeah, I think so.
It's very soft.
It is.
I like the colors too. You can wear that with jeans.
Yeah, or you could dress it up, wear it to the office, So there's still space to do a test knit. If you wanted the pattern, go ahead and PM me, Deb's Destiny, and I will go ahead and give me your email address, and I'll email it to you in a PDF so you can have it and test knit it. So this is kind of the knit along, not really, but that we did this month. Last month and beyond, we kind of did a knit along for the Harrison, and what we're thinking about doing as next month's is we were going to. Oh, you wanted to talk about yours?
Do you want me to show the progress on it? Okay. So there you go. There's the yarn band in there if you want to show what the yarn is. So, for the ink blot, Mountain Colors.
River Twist.
And I think on row 50 something. 50 something,
55.
I think. 55. And this is 55 out of how many rows? 80. Does this show? Oh, that looks nice. Turn this way.
No, turn the other way. No, the other way. No.
You want to go that side?
Sure.
Okay. And pull up, I guess, to see. But this is the progress so far.
It's just amazing to me when seeing other people do my design. It's so humbling. I get such a...
It's working
so
up well.
Cool.
It's working up well. I think using size 11 needles, though.
Okay, I tend to be a very loose knitter. So somebody who knits tighter, yeah, you're going to have to go up to a thicker needle.
Yeah, and then I also think we checked with the designer, Deb, and cast on was 87 on a size 11 needle. And it's working out really well. Especially I don't know how you call it, the layout of the pattern is really easy with the check boxes, and
go ahead, show it.
There's like no reason like to keep tape or a notepad. Just the way that it's written is really nice.
I tried to put check boxes in there. It just seems to be very easy for somebody who wants to check it off and that. I just want to make things easy for whoever wants to work on my patterns.
Is there a deadline to have that done?
I'm hoping by the end of the month to have it published. So
April 1st?
Yeah, April 1st. So
okay.
if somebody went over
That's fine too?
That's okay.
Okay.
Um,
Alrighty, April 1st. Let me write that down.
Okay.
April 1st, ink blot.
So we're gonna be doing a market bag.
Well, I wanted to see if there was any interest for a knit along in May.
And I said, of course there is.
There could be. So I was going to open up a thread to see if there'd be interest to do a market bag. And it could either be crocheted or knitted, which I've done both. Because who doesn't like to go to the farmer's market? And you could take your pretty bag and
I like going
Put
to
your-
the farmer's market.
put your items in there. So this is the knitted one. And of course, this is just pick your own pattern, I guess. But I mean, I can put this in the show notes. But this is a market bag that I knitted out of cotton for my daughter. It goes really fast. It's constructed from the bottom. The strap comes up. You can make it as long as you want. So this is the knitted one. And I also crocheted one. This was more of a Halloween bag. And this is another market bag that I use when I go to the market. So I wasn't sure if there would be any interest in doing a May market bag knit along.
I'm interested.
So I'll open up a thread, and if you're interested, show your interest. If you have a pattern suggestion, these are both free patterns on Ravelry. Grab I don't know, 200 or 300 yards of cotton, or what's that other fiber that's
Hemp?
really good? Hemp or bamboo. To try, either crochet a market bag or knit a market bag. I think I'm going to do both.
And
do
this
both.
one I won in an auction at Knit Michigan last year.
Yeah, that's a pretty knitted market bag too.
Yeah, so it's to kind of show. I would like one that I want to do the one that you did though,
The green one?
the knitted one.
This is a green one. Yeah, this is a free
Yeah.
pattern on Ravelry.
I
And
really
I think
like
this
that
was
one.
made out of butterfly cotton. And I think this was made out of a thicker cotton. And I think this is just half double crochets. And there's a lot of yarn overs on this one here too. But I'll open up the thread if there's some interest. Post it. If you have pattern ideas, post that too. And then we could get our market bags together before we go to the farmer's market in June, because I'm a canner and I like clean up the farmer market.
The
Of,
one I go to the one on occasion. She's there like every week, and when they open, I go a little bit later. I'm not as much of an overachiever as she is, but
Yeah, we love the farmer's market. But yeah, that's upcoming. So we'll do a thread for that because the ink blot's going to end April 1st. So we really won't have anything running the month of April.
well, actually,
Will we?
I could do this one.
The month of April?
Yeah, this is gonna be another test knit though. This right here, if you could hold that.
Yes, I can.
This is I still haven't picked a name. So
Is this crocheted and knitted?
knit only.
Oh, it's knitted only. There you go. I'll
Yeah,
slide it down this
so-
way.
This one's with Millens is what I did from Stonehenge. And I chose to, as the colors ended, I started a new skein. So the way that the skeins usually run is you don't get to pick when the new color just changes.
You separated the
and
colors.
I separated the colors.
You separated
so
the colors.
I chose strategically chose when to do a different color instead of just whenever the skein ended, and that's how I got it looking like this. And so I'm going to be doing a test knit on this one. So
That could be for April.
we'll do that one for April.
April's coming soon. Okay, then.
Okay. Actually, that's kind of cool because then I'll have I'll get my act together by then because I promised shawl test knit for April. Okay. Next we have where we wanted to talk about our next giveaway, which we're both excited about, very excited actually. When you meet somebody who's actually nice, well, I mean, there's lots of nice people out there, but it just, it was so cool how I ended up meeting Nancy. I invited her to join the group, and she offered
Nancy who?
Whitman, the one that designed Eden Prairie. Yay!
So the designer of Eden Prairie.
Yes, of both of these, who we had just finished 2 of her projects because we loved her. We loved the pattern so much we both did the actual pattern. She contacted us and said, "I'll give you 2 free patterns
For our Ravelry
listeners."
members.
Yeah, so our next contest is going to be 2 patterns from Nancy Whitman. Now, how we're going to do it is you have to be a member of our group, and it's going to be two people get to win the contest.
2 people are
going to win 1 pattern.
No, it's 2 patterns.
It's a total of 2 patterns.
Yes.
And so we're
And
going to
it's
have
Eden Prairie. You're going to win a copy of Eden Prairie.
Well, they actually get to choose the pattern.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they
I
get to
thought-
choose
okay.
the pattern. And so it's going to be 2 individuals winning 1 of Nancy Whitman's patterns, and you get to choose which one. So we're going to
Nice.
start a thread, and what we're going to do in the thread is we want you to go onto I have her.
Knit.
Oh my goodness, I know I have her.
Right here.
No, Whitnits Whatnots is her Ravelry name. Whitnits, WHITKNITS. What Knots as KNOTS. And we're going to have all of the details on the thread. She has a web page, and I promised her I would tell her, I would say it on the thread, and I can't find it. We are going to put it on the show notes, and we're going to put it on the thread. She has 2 specials running right now. Both go through March 23rd. On Ravelry, all of my patterns are 25% off with the codes MM2015. On Whitnits, okay, Whitnits.com. That's it, Whitnits.com. All Malabrigo, and I could be pronouncing that wrong, sorry, yarn is marked down 20%. And let's see, she's so kind. If you had any questions on the pattern, which we didn't have any questions on her pattern, her patterns were very easy to follow.
Yep,
and
it was written really good.
there were a few things that were a little bit different, so it was just enough to keep the pattern as interesting, but the pattern was just lovely to make, and we just both enjoyed making the pattern, making the garment very much. So it was very, very nice. And so to have somebody who you respect and whose project you just finished contact you and say, hey, you can do 2, I'll give you 2 of my patterns. I'm like, oh my gosh, Nancy, you rock. So she actually, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So this is a lot of fun. So we're actually looking for, if somebody else wants to do a giveaway, we're more than happy. PM Sheila or myself, and we'll be able to talk to you how to get us talking about you, and we can enter your stuff into the free giveaways as well.
Is that contest going to run for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks? Okay. 2 weeks.
Do we want to, this is something we should have talked about beforehand, but whatever. Do we want to do 1 in 2 weeks and then just keep the thread open and then 2 weeks more, and then we can give away the second one, or do we want to just do both giveaways? Right
Probably
then?
both at the same time. It'd be
Okay.
easier for Nancy because, with the contact information.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's 2 individuals get 1 pattern each.
So look for that thread in the group and join in.
Yes. And we love, there's one lady who is across the pond, not the frog pond, but across the pond in Ontario, who we keep waving at every time we drive by. I don't think that we've seen each other, though.
Mm-mm. And of course, I got my Eden Prairie. I'm wearing the back and the front so y'all can see the diamonds. And it's on my project page. This was Cascade 220 Superwash, and then Deb made out of hers out of cotton. But the color
Butterfly cotton.
combinations that you can do in this is just incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people who've posted in Nancy's group that showed all of their different projects and how their color combinations went and what they did for the striping and the diamonds. They're really pretty. You'd be inspired just to see the creativity of other people as far as the color matchings. It's very nice.
Very nice. I think that's all we have.
Is that it? We've come to the end of the hour.
No way. It's like, wow, we're thinking, we haven't decided yet. We may start, we originally wanted to do like 3 podcasts a month, and then we started doing every other week. But because we have so many folks that are interested in us now, we might start going weekly. We're thinking about it.
We might.
We're still in the might. We haven't, So we'll have to see how it goes. And so just keep watching. We'll post in our group.
Yes, most definitely. And if you want to receive the updates on when our new videos are available, be sure to click somewhere down there on YouTube and subscribe. That would save you from searching for the new episodes. And now that I just did that, I just remembered. Here is my other great gadget to the satellite store, as I've been wearing it the whole time. So back in the day, they used to have these row counters that you would put on the end of your straight needles. I don't know if anybody has those or seen those, but I didn't really care for those. But
Yeah, I didn't like straight needles either.
I come across this little gadget on eBay. Oh, let me put it up here. And it's a ring. It's a little rubber ring. And you stick it on your finger, and as you're going and counting up your rows, you're just clicking it. I think I'm on row 5. It has a little reset button right here on the side.
So she's on row 1 again.
Yeah, so then I would click you back to row 1. I gotta stay in camera here. But I thought this was the cutest little gadget. I mean, it's like $2, $3 or something like that. And I don't know, it kind of helps instead of, again, getting out a little notebook or a little piece of paper. As soon as I finish a row, I'm like, okay, another one done. And of course I'm wearing it and I see it because it's big and bulky and it's like right in your face.
Okay.
So,
I just dropped like 20 stitches, sorry.
did you?
Yes, I did. I'm good to go now.
That's horrible.
Well, you did it earlier. We were just so excited about this episode. We're just dropping stitches just to, try and,
Yes.
you know.
But I think we're up to, where's that piece of paper?
I don't know where your paper is.
I think we're up to almost 7. Oh, here we
we're
are.
at 665.
65 members in the group.
Woohoo!
And thank you all for joining
Very
and
much.
participating and leaving comments. Please do feel free. This is your group as well as our group. And I believe we're at 83 subscribers on YouTube. So maybe when we get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, we'll do something special. But if you only subscribe on YouTube, you might want to join the Ravelry group. That way you could get in on capturing a pattern, any of the other little giveaways. We have some vendors who have Etsy stores who are posting in our thread, and we encourage you to check them out.
Yeah, and now we have a gift bag, and there's also some mohair in here, and so we have some mohair coming up for giveaways too. So yeah, like us.
We
There
don't
you
we
go.
don't want to overwhelm you, but feel free. Feel free if
Tell
you
your
watch
friends.
us on YouTube to join Ravelry.
Tell your local yarn store.
Yes, there's so many things on Ravelry. You could be on there for a couple hours looking at patterns. There's groups. There's D-stashes. There's tips. There's
Couple hours a day.
There's help sections. There's, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff on Ravelry that you would find beneficial. Not that YouTube is bad or anything like that, but Ravelry it's the knit and crochet community.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like everybody who knits and crochets. Yeah, they're on Ravelry.
I think they're at 5 million.
Yeah, and there's always like 2,000 to 6,000 knitters or crocheters on there, like throughout the day, no matter
Yeah.
what time you get on there, because they allow folks all over the world to get in there. So when we're sleeping, they're awake on the other side of the pond.
Yeah, that's for sure. That is most definitely for sure. All right, well, I guess we'll see you all in 2 weeks, which
So
is...
we got all your stuff.
We did. We got it all. When is 2 weeks from now? Do you bring up the calendar?
Well, today's the 14th, so let's say 14 plus 14 is the 28th.
So I guess we'll see you again on March 28th. And it'll be drawing time, and
For Nancy Whitman's patterns.
yeah, make sure you get on that thread. But
Yeah.
thank you all for joining and subscribing. And we wish you happy knitting
Happy knitting.
or,
Happy crocheting.
yes, or quick frogging.
Oof.
Yeah, that's always rough.
Yeah. So, okay.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.